video is going to be tips on how to grow your natural hair. I've been natural for about 8 years or so now, and my hair is probably down here. Hopefully y'all can see. My hair's down there. And yeah, so I just figured I wanted to come on here and help you guys learn how to grow your hair the same way that I grew mine. I transitioned, by the way. I didn't do a big chop. I didn't do none of that. But either way it goes, these tips will still apply to both big chop people as well as transitioning people. Before we get started, please feel free to like this video, subscribe if you are new. Also turn on that notification bell so you guys will get alerts whenever I do upload. And follow me on all of my social media platforms. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. Got my little notes, as y'all, well, y'all can't see, but I got my notes. Tip number 1 is probably going to be the most important tip that I can give you guys, and that is to keep your hair moisturized at all times. When you're doing your curly hair routine or your moisturizing routine or whatever hairstyle you're gonna do, everybody's hair is different, so you have to go out there and do your own homework and figure out what moisturizer works best for you. If you guys want to use me as a reference, I have type 4A, 4B hair, I think. I don't know, somewhere in there. And my favorite cream product is Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie. I've been using that for probably 4 years at this point, and it never fails me. Another step to moisturizing your hair is your deep conditioning routine. If you guys don't have one, you guys need to implement that yesterday, because if you don't have one, it's gonna be very hard for you to maintain moisture throughout your week whenever you're wearing your hairstyles. I recently posted my updated wash day routine, and I'll put it on the card so you guys can go there. But in that video specifically, I did show you guys my deep conditioning concoction, I guess you can say. I'll put all the products down below of what I put in my deep conditioner, but basically you want to have a store-bought deep conditioner of your choosing, 2 to 3 oils of your choosing. I use olive oil and coconut oil. And then you also want to mix in whatever regular conditioner that you already use in your wash day routine. Mix those together, put it on your hair, and you want to leave it on your hair overnight. Ideally, I know a lot of people go to school and they have work during the week, so I would recommend doing this on the weekends. But if you can get an extra deep conditioning day in on like a Wednesday or Thursday or something in the middle of the week, please do so, and you can leave it on your hair for like 2 hours or so, and it's still gonna help your hair. Another step to keeping your hair moisturized is to wrap your hair up every night. I know sometimes I'll be lazy and don't want to do it, or I misplace my scarf or whatever, but make sure that you have a scarf to tie down your edges as well as a bonnet, and also make sure that you sleep on a satin pillowcase, because sometimes for me, as y'all can see, I have a lot of hair, so sometimes my bonnet comes off at night and I don't want to have to worry about my hair drying out and messing up all of this hard work for the next day. So that's why I was saying use a satin pillowcase as well. So it's kind of like a security blanket. The last step that I have for keeping your hair moisturized is to refresh your curls throughout the week. I would recommend doing this daily if you like the defined look, or you can do it every other day if you like big hair like I do. I probably refresh my curls every 2 to 3 days, but if it's feeling a little dry, I'll spritz a light amount of water on it and then put some olive oil on it just to keep it moisturized. Tip number 2 is to be nice to your hair, and what I mean by that is don't be ODing on brushing it hard or like forcing your edges to go in a specific direction unless your hair can handle that. Again, I've been natural for a long time and my hair is already long, so I'm not really looking for growth, but these are just things that I would do to get my hair to where it is today. So back when I was trying to grow my hair out, I wasn't really slicking my hair back or like forcing my hair into a high ponytail if it wasn't long enough, because bro, story time. Back when I first went natural, I was in high school and I played basketball and sports and all of those things, and the only hairstyle that I would wear is the high puff. And my puff, I'm gonna insert a picture. My hair was not that long at all. And as y'all can see, since my hair wasn't that long, I kind of had to force it into the ponytail, and by doing that, it caused my hair around like the perimeter to be longer, and then the hair in the middle of my head was a lot shorter. So even now, I'm still playing catch up because my hair in the middle is still shorter than my hair on the outside. So save yourself some trouble and allow your hair to grow evenly by not forcing your hair to be in the same style all the time. Another area that you guys may run into some trouble is whenever you're detangling your hair. I know for me, I'm not very patient with detangling my hair at this point because I have so much of it. But the best thing that I can say for you all is whenever you're detangling, make sure that you section your hair out and then use a wide tooth comb or a Denman brush, or you can finger detangle to get the knots out of your hair, because if you like rush through it, you're probably going to tear out more hair than what was necessary, and that's going to hinder your growth. Tip number 3 is to style your hair once a week and to leave it in that hairstyle for as long as you can. What this means is if you're doing twist outs, braid outs, or like a wash and go or curly afro routine, try to make the style last for up to 7 days, or as long as you can get away with. Sometimes you kind of mess up your hair and then on day 4 you have to redo it, or you can last up to day 8 or 9 if you're feeling fancy. The reasoning behind this is because whenever you're constantly manipulating your hair has to constantly adjust to the new things that you're doing to it, and that's like kind of stunting the growing process. With this hairstyle, I think I'm on day 3. I have no idea, but I did just recently upload my 2020 curly hair routine. So if you guys want to watch that, it is right here or over here, somewhere up there. With this style, I can normally make it last up to 5 to 7 days, give or take. It really just depends on how active I am. But once it starts getting to the point where the fro is just like looking crazy and my curl definition has gone away, I will either deep condition my hair and then redo my whole curly hair routine, or more realistically, I would just throw it up into a puff and thug it out until I can't take it no more. Allowing your hair to just be free and flowing the way that it naturally wants to versus constantly forcing your hair into a hairstyle or getting your hair done like every 3 weeks or whatever at the salon, that kind of hinders your growth. So I would highly recommend you just maintaining your hair on your own and just allowing it to last for 5 to 7 days. The last and most helpful tip that I can give you guys is protective styling. Like, I need to put that in parentheses because that is what has helped my hair grow the fastest, the healthiest, and the thickest. I put protective styling into 2 categories. Category 1 has to do with like braids, Senegalese twists, crochet. And then category 2 has to do with wearing wigs, bundles, sew-ins, and things like that. I would recommend box braids, crochet, and things like that for people who don't like doing their hair frequently, because box braids, depending on your curl pattern, box braids can last you anywhere from 3 weeks up to 8 weeks, I've seen. I leave mine in for like 2 weeks, but that's just me. Don't listen to me on that, but I do my own hair, so it's a little different. Styles like this are ideal for the person who either doesn't know how to do their hair or to maintain their hair, or they're just like easygoing people and don't really like messing with their hair all the time. These styles are very easy to maintain. All you have to do is wrap your hair up at night. Make sure that you oil or grease your scalp every, I'd say every 3 to 4 days or so. And whenever it's time to take those styles out, just make sure that you're very easy and kind with your hair whenever you're taking the extensions out. The amount of time that I would recommend leaving these sort of styles in would be anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. But again, that's kind of give or take. It just depends on how well you take care of your hair as well as how active you are. Onto category 2, I included wigs, bundles, and frontals. If you notice, I left sew-ins out only because with sew-ins, sometimes there's leave-out involved. And whenever you're trying to grow your natural hair and to make the curl pattern be all uniform, I would highly recommend staying away from sew-ins where you have leave-out, unless the extensions that you have are the same curl pattern that you have that is left out. The only downside to these types of protective styles are that they are for people who kind of sort of know how to do their hair already. So if you're not skilled with curling your hair or whatever you gotta do to make the wig look like your hair, I would recommend sticking to braids and things like that until you're comfortable with applying wigs and stuff to your hairline and all of that. If you are the wig wearer though, the things that I would recommend to keep your hair intact and to keep your texture all uniform, I would recommend that you try your best to keep the glue or the adhesive off of your edges. If it gets on your hair, it's okay if you're using like Got To Be Glued freeze spray or any other hairspray, but if you're using one of the long wearing wig type of adhesives, I would highly recommend using the remover that comes with it, as well as taking your time with removing the wig from your hairline, because the last thing you want to do is rip out your edges. But yeah, I love wigs, I love protective styles, I love braids, I love all of that, and that is the #1 tip that has helped my hair grow to where it is. Because even within the last year, I'm gonna try to find a photo. Okay, so this photo is actually from 2 years ago. This is the last time I straightened my hair, and in the front it was about right here, somewhere in there. But like I said, now my hair is down here, and that's a 2-year growth difference. But with that being said, within this last year and a half, I've been wearing nothing but wigs because I recently launched my own website, arianalyf.com, where I sell wigs for curly girls. If you like the straight type look, if you like the colorful wigs, I have everything. But yeah, so that's just where my heart is at, and that's what has helped me maintain and grow my own natural hair. So I would highly suggest that you get a wig. Well, that's all the tips that I have for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. Again, subscribe if you are new, and make sure to turn on that notification bell down below so you guys will get alerts whenever I do upload. If you guys are interested to know what products I use on my natural hair, on my wigs, all of those things, those will also be down below in the description box. So I will see you guys in my next video. Peace. Thank you.